tempers flared at a meeting in Timaru today over a looming log burner ban. The Canterbury Regional Council is planning to ban burners more than 15 years old by the end of October in an effort to address the city's air pollution. Logan Church is in Timaru.
Home heating is an important issue in Timaru, where log burners remain a cheap and efficient way to survive a South Island winter without running up a huge power bill. But the burners also contribute to the city's air pollution, described by the World Health Organization last year as the worst in Oceania. The council's plan to ban old burners in an effort to change that title has left many hot under the collar. About 100 people turned out to a meeting today with the Environment Minister, Nick Smith. One local said residents were being unfairly targeted when major polluters such as the milk processing plant, schools and the pool were allowed to continue burning coal.
I'm telling you straight, you're talking bullshit. Blame it on you can. You're supposed to be their boss, aren't you?
No, not quite.
Why?
Am I the boss of ECAN?
Well, I thought you were.
I am responsible for the national environment standards. ECAN is a little bit unusual because it ended up being
unusual. They're bloody right there. They're right there, mate.
And so we made some.
The council has recorded 17 high pollution nights this year already. It aims to have that number down to 3 a year, and to help achieve that, it is banning all burners 15 years or older by the end of October. Dr. Smith said he would continue discussions with residents about fears they would not be able to afford the cost of replacing the old fires with heat pumps or expensive low-emission burners, but said he would not override Environment Canterbury's decision.
I'm committing to consulting on that, but we would need to engage in a nationwide discussion around those national regulations, and we're committed to doing that prior to Christmas.
But that's not going to help anyone before the October deadline, is it? I suppose the
government is not going to interfere in the role of Environment Canterbury around their regulation of air quality short term.
One resident at today's meeting, Doug Cleveland, took me around to his house afterwards to see his log burner.
How old is your log burner?
17 years old. We put it in when we built in 2000.
And are you going to be replacing it on October the 31st?
No, I am not replacing it. My fire is no problem. My wood is dry and I have no problem with it burning.
A Canterbury Regional Councillor, Peter Scott, says the ban forms part of an air plan that was developed and consulted on several years ago.
This community in Timaru is feeling the pain of that, and they're a bit upset, and I can see why they're upset. I think they're seeing what reality is in terms of trying to clean up the air in Timaru.
Mr Scott says the council is not moving on its October 31st deadline. The consequences for continuing to use a log burner past that date remain unclear. In Timaru for Checkpoint, Logan Church.